what's up? Today we gathered here to learn Private Investigations by Dire Straits. This is a track from their fourth album, Love Over Gold, one of my favorites. It's the only one by them I know. It's with a classic guitar, which is pretty cool. So ideally, you will play this song with a classic guitar and with an amplifier, that you can get a reverb effect inside the notes. So this lesson will be divided into two parts. This is part one and part two, because it's gonna be very long maybe. This part, first part will be something like 50 minutes, I guess. Maybe more, we'll see. And so let's get into it and see what's going on. So first, the intro. Okay, so we start, everything is on, all this part is on E minor in this shape, which means on a bar on a fret 7 and A sharp here. You know, it's very basic form. Anyway, it's a ring finger on the 4th fret, 4th string 9th fret, pinky on the 3rd string 9th fret, middle finger on the 2nd string 8th fret, and bar like this. Okay, and I keep the 6th string open because I want it to ring like this. Okay, so the bar won't be until the end, just until the 5th string. But I need it here to be in bar, so it can't be like this, it just has to be like this. Alright, so. So we start with E minor 7, which means it's without the pinky at the start. So 6. When I say 6 now, I mean the string to hit 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. And this 2 is the pinky will go to the 2nd string, 10th fret here. So, and back to 1st string. This is like, let's call it a sweep, because it's like tring. Okay, we're going to use it a couple of times in this tutorial, so I don't know the professional word for it, so let's call it sweep. Like we do tam. We start with the thumb on the 6th string, and 4, 3, 2. And here, this shape is it's like we were at the E minor, but we take those 2 fingers out. We just leave the 4th string 9th fret here, and 3rd string on the bar on the 7th fret, and the pinky again here on the 10th fret on the 2nd string. So it sounds like this. So this chord in the sweep, like 6, 4, 3, 2 together. And a little sweep on 3, 4, and 2 without the pinky the second time. First time is with the pinky, and we remove it. So we have this shape. Like everything is on the bar, 6 open, 4th string here, and 3 and 2 strings are on the 7th fret on the bar. So together is 2 times. To hear the 6th string ringing while we're doing it. And now. Okay, so here we go to E minor, regular E minor here, and so 6, 4, 3, 2, get the pinky out of the way, and on the 1st string, I mean, and get it back to the 1st string 9th fret. So it's 7th fret, 9th fret. So. Second time is 6, 4, 3, 2, 3. Get the pinky out and get it back. It's very similar to the first time, but it's one note more in the second time. First time is just holding this note. And second time, and don't hold it. Okay. So we got this part, and now starts the famous part. So let's talk about the chords we're gonna meet in this part, because you need to be able to do these chords, because everything is gonna be on top of them. So the chords will be E minor, B minor over D, which means it sounds like this. It's very easy. It's just the high part of the B minor. It's index finger on the first string, second fret, middle finger on second string, third fret, and ring finger on the third string, fourth fret, and open fourth string, which is the bass now. Right. So E minor and this B minor with A over D, and A over C sharp, which means A chord here. I do it with a bar, I don't do it regular A. You can, of course, but I really think that it should be like this. Like you just press on the 4, 3, 2 strings, and the first string is open, and get the here with the ring finger you do 5th string, 4th fret, which will be the C sharp bass. Okay. And after this we have let's see. This is B over G over B bass. So eventually it's just 2 fingers. It's index finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 4 string open, 3rd string open, and 2nd string, 3rd fret with the ring finger. Okay. Now it's F over A bass. So it's the F that we learned when we were young. Before we could do this F, we did this F, remember? So we do this F with open A bass. And now ta-na-na. Now it's B over A bass. It's like B chord, but we don't need the bar because we need A bass. So we just need a little bar here, like it was on the A here, but just on the 4th fret, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2 on the 4th fret, and open A bass. So very beautiful chord. So now it's E minor with over G, like E minor, but we won't do the regular E minor that we do with the middle finger and the ring finger. We do the E minor with the index finger on the 5th string and the middle finger on the 4th string, and then the ring finger will go to the bass of G. So, okay, maybe it will change in the future, but this is the chords we're about to dealing with. Okay, and after this we have E diminished. It's like I call it the spider chord because it's ta 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 ta. 4th string, 2nd fret, with the index finger, ring finger, 3rd string, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret, and pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Okay, but we're gonna see it also here, because you know all these diminished shapes. If you do this shape and go 3 steps up, it's the same chord, but just in another position. You hear it's the same chord, but you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers did. They played on it in the road tripping. Okay, so we're gonna meet it here, this shape, and 3 steps up. Also, we're gonna meet him later. And after this, we have this chord with a very long name, but very few notes. It's called F sharp minor 7, B5 over A. But eventually it's open A bass, index finger on the 4th string, 4th fret, and the ring finger will do bow on the 5th fret on the 3, 2, 1 strings. So we have this bow here, 3, 2, 1 on the 5th fret, this finger here on the 4th string, 4th fret, and open A. Yeah, this is the sound. And B7 and E minor. Okay, this is the chord we're gonna deal. So now let's see what's going on over these chords. So. Okay, so we start on E minor. 6, 3, 2. Okay, when I say 6, 3, 2, of course I mean the strings. So 6, 3, 2. Okay. We slide the middle finger from 3rd string, 2nd fret to 4th fret. And with the index finger, we land on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Okay? Now you need to understand that you need to feel the atmosphere with the chords. You can't do just what I tell you, exactly the notes, except this melody, because this is. But when you do this, you can also add this bass again, like a. You see, I have a time to breathe, so I add more notes inside. Because E minor you can do just these things, you know, it's okay. So. See, I just feel it, but I can do it also in like this. Never mind. I mean that between the notes, feel the chords. This is fingerstyle guitar to make it to make someone think that there are two guitars playing. Okay, so each one do it in his own way, but I try to give you the exact notes I do, but you can be a free spirit and try to feel it your own way. Maybe take a break sometimes to keep it open and don't do more things. It's a matter of interpretation. Okay, so we're not computers, we can take it to our place. Okay, so 6, 3, 2, this line, and do again 3, 2, with this 3rd fret, 3rd string, 4th fret, and open B string, which is same note. Now with the ring finger, we slide this 2nd string from 5th fret to 7th fret, and we go down to the 2nd shape of this B minor over D. So, okay, sorry, and 3, 1 again, and then we sweep it like 4, 3, 2, 1. Just play it on this chord. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay. So till now, it's really fast. This. Okay. We don't. Yeah. See, I sweep it. It gives me more time to get into the note, like. Then I don't really sweep it now. I see I just do 4 and 1 together on the over the B minor over D. 4 and 1 together. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, and now we sweep it. Get on the 1st string, remove the index finger to get an open E string, and back to this 2nd fret. Okay? 3, 2, because this is the feel we do. 2, 3, 2, da da da, 3, 2. Take this finger that was on the 2nd string and get it to the just below to the 1st string, 3rd fret. From here to here, okay? And we get to this A over a C sharp position with a sweep. 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, see? Every time I do it differently, so just feel it. So, till now. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and we add the pinky here on the first string, 5th fret. Okay, and back to open E string, and 2, 3. So, and sweep the G over B. 5, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3. And now, 4, 3. We take the first finger, index finger that was on the bass now on the 5th string. We'll take it to replace this finger that was on the chord, right? We'll replace it in this first finger here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And take the ring finger and sweep it from the 1st string, 5th fret, 7th fret. So, and you see, I hear it rings all the time. This 3, 4, and 2, because it's the, like G. Okay, so. Okay. Then replace. And now I take the middle finger and I slide it from 1st string, 3rd fret to 5th fret, and over this I'm getting to the next chord, which is F over A sharp, over A, sorry, but not in this position. We go to this position of F. It's like D, but you take it 3 steps up here, and with the bass of open A. So. Like this till now, and it's important to slide it with the middle finger, this from a 3rd string to 3rd fret to 5th fret, because you build the chord over it, and then you take this F sharp, F over A. So, and I add. Before I do this, I also had 3, 4 open, like, because I need to feel, you know. And now, now I get to the chord F over A, and I do 1st string with 5th string together. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Let's see what I do exactly. Okay, like 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, and then you get to the 2nd string. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2, and go down. Slide it back 1 step to 5th fret on the 2nd string, and get to the next chord, which is B over A, with a, and I do it with the index finger now, this bar on the 4, 3, 2 strings over the 4th fret with A, open A. Okay, so it goes like this. Sweep it, yeah? 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3. Okay, so fret to I pull off to 3rd fret on the 1st string and back to 5th fret with the ring finger to index finger. Okay? And I leave the chord, I leave this finger, just this, and back to this chord because I need to do another 4, 3. So I need to remove the chord because I need to get to the 3rd fret, so I can't leave it here and go to here. So I remove it and take it back. So, and this finger was here already on the 5th fret 1st string, so I slide it to the 7th fret and slide it back to the 3rd fret and go back to E minor. 6, 3, I sweep it 6, 3, 2, 1 on the 3rd fret. So this part sounds like this. I do it slow. Yeah, sorry. Now just play on D minor like this. Never mind which notes. Just don't touch the 4th and 5th string because you don't do E minor, just here. So this is out of order now. So just 6, 3, 2, 1 you can play like nothing is matter. So 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. This is what I do. And 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. And now we get to this E diminished, and this E diminished, we add the thumb to the 6th string 3rd fret, like G. This is what I forgot to say before. This is the full chord. Okay? So just sweep it without the thumb still. 3, 2, 1, 2, and then you add it 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So and after you get to this 1st string, you remove all this shape and just put the 1st string's 2nd fret, open E string, and get to this F sharp minor B5 over A with sweep from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, and 2 and 3 together twice. 5, 3. So. 4, 3, 2 after this ta-ta, like it. Okay. And B7, and we play the B7, we do a full B7, but we don't touch the 1st string here. We just go, we sweep it to 5, 4, 3, and 2. 4, 3, 2, 3. And then we just jump here. This is some kind of B. It's like B, but just this part of the B on 4th string, 9th fret, 1st string, 8th fret, and 2nd string, 7th fret. And we just sweep it. Okay? And take the middle finger down to the 2nd string, 8th fret. Slide it back and E minor sweep on 6, 3, 2, and 1. And then the song starts. So let's do it till now slow, what we did until now. fret with the index finger. We're still on the E atmosphere and bass, like a, and slide it to the 7th fret. Now the song starts. I don't sing it, but also when I do the finger style, I'm not doing it's a mystery to me. I just play it like I'm rhythm guitar now, but just without the singing. So it can be perfectly matched to if someone wants to sing it. It's not getting over his voices here, so it's really cool. This part. So okay, so slide it to the 7th fret on the 1st string, and 2nd string with the middle finger on the 8th fret. So with the E string, because we now started a new loop and it's E minor on the first one. So okay, we just play on this, and now we get here 3, 2, 3, 2, open E. You can sweep it or just do open E. First string, 3rd fret, and go to B minor over D. Just play on this. Now, remember I take this middle finger from 2nd string to 1st string's 3rd fret. So, and then I just get inside this shape of A bass over C sharp, but the pinky is already there because I need this. So we sweep it like 5, 3, 2, 1, and the pinky over 1st string, 5th fret, and open E string. We remove the pinky. So we're playing on this like this. Never mind, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Do whatever we want. So go into G over B. I sweep it from 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. And okay, it's mine. So 5, 3, 2 together. 5, 4, 3, 2, like sweep. 4, 3, 2. And now we have the pinky here on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Back to 3rd fret or 2nd fret, or 3rd string or 2nd string, never mind. So let's go back to the open G string. So, and we sweep 3, 2, 1 in the same position, like open G string and the 2 and 1 on the 3rd fret, and take the pinky out and replace it with the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string. And go to this F shape with a open A bass. So, and I go to this with, I do it with the thumb, like a sweep, but not this sweep, but this sweep. From 5th to 1st fret. So. Sweep 3, 2, 1 over this F shape, and open E string, and now go to B over A. So it's like I sweep 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 3 together. 2, 4, 2, 3 together, like it. Okay, 3 times, and add the pinky here on the. We had the B7. It's the 7, which is the 5th fret on the 1st string, and you can do it like this. Okay. This is the E minor over G bass, and 6, 5, 4. I don't get to 1, sorry. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3 together. So. And now you get to this E diminished position. And now I add it here, and you can start already with the, if you can go fast to this position with the thumb here on the 6th string 3rd fret, go for this. I start with this and then I add it. So I do something like this. But just play on this chord like it. But just finish here on the 1st string. So let's say in the right position you're supposed to get to this chord and then 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the ideal position. I think I'm starting here on the 4th string and then I add it in some way, but never mind, just know that it's supposed to be this and like this. 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 together, like 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, and okay, 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3 and 2 together, like it was before. And back to 4. This long chord, F sharp minor, over A. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. And B7. I do it like 5, 4, 3 together, until the second, sorry. Let's see. Just do the bass. I go to B7, but just do the bass, and now a sweep, because we need. Okay, so. String bass here on the B7 and 4, 3, 2 sweep, and you can do it like take this index finger that on the 4th string now on the B7 and take it to the 2nd string 1st fret from here to here, or better if you want you can just let it lie down, because so in this way we can still hold the 4th string 1st fret. So, and the 2nd string, but I think I'm doing in my video, I just take this finger down. But the problem when I do it, I lose the 4th string, and I don't want to lose this sharp. So the best way to do it is. Okay, so, but also it's okay to take this finger down to the 2nd string, open B string again, this finger on the B string, 1st fret, like a guitar, yes, but over the B7. Yeah, I think I'm doing this, but if I was a cooler guy, I will do this. So you better do this if you can. So. Opened, I'm still on the B, right? But I opened the G string, like this, still keep this, but open the G, so take it back to the 2nd fret 1st string, back open G string, pinky on the 4th string 4th fret, and back to 4th string 2nd fret, and we're back to the E minor in this note together, so like 6, 5 and 4 together here. tap on the hammer-on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, open 4th string, open G string, 1st string, open 4th string, and hammer-on to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, which is, and we get back to the E minor, like a. By the way, you don't have to do it with the pinky, you can also do it with this finger. And then slide it to the back, whatever you want. So. And you see, you still hear the E minor ringing in the atmosphere around it. It's like okay. And then another round. It's the same. And now just I do this. I take this shape. I think about I take these two 1st and 2nd string here in this shape, and slide it to the 7th fret and 8th fret on the 2nd string, but in the same position. And still this bass, like we on still B minor over D. And back. Okay? I don't tell you exactly 3, 2, 1, like just flow with yourself. And again, we did this already. Now I do a little, I have a pause here. Let's see how I do it. Like 5, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to this shape. This is the same. G over B. With this pinky here. Same. 3, 4, 2, 1. I think it's a little bit different the first time, but again, it's my interpretation. You can do whatever you want. So. The same. Now I finish here instead of. The same, but 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, again. And now, this is the same. Now the B7. Now we again do the bass, 4, 3, and 5, 4, 3, 2 together, 4, and it's a little bit different from the first time. First time it was, and now it's a little bit paused because before it was pra na na na, and here. You see, it's a little bit, you take the time here a little bit more. And let's think. Open G string and E minor with bass and 4th string here. So. Okay, and now we get into the C part. So, or the chorus, I don't know, call it whatever you want. Okay, so this is a nice bridge from E minor. So, 5, 4, 5, and sweep 6, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. sharp, and the same 6, 3, 2, 1 sweep, 3, 2, 1 again. And G, full G with these two fingers here on the 3rd fret on the 1st string and 2nd string, and the thumb from 6th string to 1st string. Okay, so. So we did this, 4, 2, 3 together, 4. And again, we do this. And now we sweep it, second time, of all the G's. We sweep 6, 5, 4 with the thumb, and 3, 2, 1 here. Do regular G now. I remove the pinky there and G until all this sweep, until the 1st string. Index finger go from the 5th string, go down to the 1st string to help on the 2nd fret, back to the 3rd fret, and now we slide it to the 5th fret. And we no longer hold the G, so to the 5th fret, back to the 3rd fret, slide it to the 10th fret. Oh, everything is on the 1st string, right? And go to D. This is some kind of D. We go to opened D string, 3rd string 7th fret with the ring finger, and the pinky on the 7th fret 2nd string, and index finger on the 1st string 5th fret. So okay, so back to and go to this shape, and we sweep it 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Now we continue to a 3rd position of D, which is this, because we need, right? So this is with the 1st index finger. We're barring on the 4th string, 4th fret, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string on the 7th fret. So. And sweep it 4, 3, 2. This is second middle finger on the 8th fret 2nd string, back to this 7th fret, again 8th fret, pinky on the 10th fret on the 2nd string. So okay, we slide it. We don't use the pinky. We'll do it a little bit easier. So. We slide it to the 10th fret, and index finger, we no longer hold the chord, so leave the chord, and we can touch the 4th string because it's on D. Like after we leave this chord, after the slide, you can touch the 4th string. It's okay because it's supposed to be D. So and 3rd string 9th fret with the index finger now. Back with this middle finger on the 10th fret 2nd string. Index finger go to 1st string 7th fret, and middle finger on the 8th fret on the 1st string. So, and it sounds like this slow. Sorry. And when we land on the 8th fret here, we're going to A minor chord, but we're still here on the 8th fret and with the bass of A minor. So do it. Okay, so this is a fast transition here. After we land here, we need this position. We're just changing the position. We still hold this 8th fret here, but we need also the position of A minor here, like this A minor, but just this part of it, on the 3, 2, 1 strings on the 5th fret, and with A bass, and the pinky here on the 8th fret now. So, and we'll just replace this with this. So. Okay, so you land here on 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1 together, 3, 2, 1 together, and this is what I do in my arrangement. It doesn't do it, Mark doesn't do it, but I do it. 3, 2, 1, 3, and it's with the pinky. We take it back to the 7th fret, slide it back to the 8th fret, go back to the 7th fret, take it out, and now we're on the 5th fret because the bar here, and back to the 2nd string, 5th fret on the bar. So sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, this one. Feel free to do something else, but I think that's what I'm doing there. So. Get to the 2nd string, you just do the harmonics here on the 12th fret, you know, 3, 2, 1 on the 12th, like a, you know, this, when you don't hardly touch it, you get these high notes. So. And E minor, but we don't need all this E minor, we just do this, it's like the B minor over D here, but just this position here, on the 7th, 1st string 7th fret, 2nd string 8th fret, and the 1st string 9th fret with E minor, E bass. So down 3, 2, 3, 2, 1 together. We do like a sweep inside 6, 3, 2, 1, yeah. 3, 2, 3, 1 together. 2 and 1 together, and then we take this finger that was in the ring finger that was on the 1st string, we take it up to the 7th, 9th fret on the 4th string now, and the pinky will replace it on the 1st string 9th fret. So we get a little bit more of the E minor now, because we need this thing. So. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it back, the index finger to the 5th fret. Slide it back to the 3rd fret. Slide it back to the 2nd fret and G. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit tricky but just try it. And G, regular G, until with the thumb from 6 to 1. So this part is and while you do this sweep, while you do it, not sweep, slide back, you do it with the 4th, it's supposed to be D here on the transition to the G, so do the bass of D. So see with the B. This slide, and now I do this again and slide again back to the 2nd string and G. Just play on G to G. 3, 2, 3, 2, 2 first string, second fret, back to the third fret with the regular finger, with the ring finger, slide it to, you can do it also with the second string open, but slide it to the fifth fret, back to the third fret, open a first string, and D. You sweep the D, 4, 3, 2, and 1, like a... Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so this is... So D, sweep all the 4, 3, 2, 1, and the pink here on the, it's make it D sus4. Open E string, we remove the second, the middle finger. Like hammer on back to the D, pull off again to open E string, and second string on the D. So third string, remove the index finger from there, so it's open G string and open D string. And C, from fifth string to first string like this. First string and 2 and 1 together, and first string, 2 and 1 together. And then we just do this B over A, like a 5, 4, 3, and 2 together, and just pause it, and back 5, 4, 4, and 2 and 3 together. So it sounds start with the 2 and 3 and 4 after this. And now we get to the second and solo. I don't know, second, third, it's complicated because all this song is just solos. So, but let's call it the main solo. So now we get to this solo with E minor 9, which is beautiful chord. It's first index finger on the fifth string, second fret, and the pinky on the fourth string, fourth fret, and 3, 2, 1 are open. So yeah. So and get into it. And again, this line. This is we already know, so let's just go to this second shape, okay? So 2, 3. Okay, and now when we get to this B minor over D, 3, 2, 1, and we slide it to the 7th fret and back to the position of the B minor, like it, and it sounds like this. Now you see, all slides up and down. I don't even do this. I just let it do itself. Okay? And back to 2, 3. Okay? And back 4, 3, 2. This is all we know. This pull off to 0 and back. 3, 2. Let's see what's here now. slide it from 2nd fret to 3rd fret here on this 1st string. And we stay on this, a little slide here again, but now we go to, it's supposed to be this chord, but I'm not doing this bass now, I'm just doing A chord. I do the A bass also, because it's a little bit hard to do this bass. Sometimes we need to compromise, what can we do? But if you want, do the bass here if you're man enough. Okay, so if you, but I do the open A bass. Open A bass, it's better here if you want to not to ruin everything you just built till now. So. So, okay, with A, open A, and 1st string, 2nd, 3rd fret on the index finger, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd, and open. Yeah, hammer on, pull off, and pull off. So, and middle finger go to 2nd string, 3rd fret. And slide it to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and do it with open E string, which is the same note. So and you can feel the atmosphere with this A bass while you have time here. It's like a, yeah, I don't slide it here. I do with the 2nd, with a middle finger, I go to the 3rd fret, not a slide it like I said, so. And add the 5th string, so. Go to this G over B. We don't need the 2nd string here now, just the bass of B and 4, 3, 2 open. And so 5, 4, 3, 2. You can also do another note if you're quick enough. And I want to do this shape of G. It's some kind of D, but I don't do a regular D. I want to do it like a bar here on the 7th fret, 1, 2, 3 strings, and add the middle finger here on the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So we have this with bass of a go to the 10th fret on the 1st string. Okay. This is fret 7, 3rd string, fret 8, 2nd string, and fret 10, 1st string. So, and back to 7th fret, 1st string, which is on the bar here while we're doing it. Back to the pinky. Back to the 7th fret on the 1st string, and 2nd string, 3rd string. So pull off, 2, 3. So and F, full F, but very very quick one, cause so you have just half of a second to stay on this F. So. Now it's 1st string, 5th fret, hammer on the 8th fret on the 1st string, and do the same trick here on the 2nd string, but from 6th fret to 8th fret. So let's see how it goes. the 3rd fret, on the 1st string we do 5, hammer on and pull off to 7 and back to 5, and back and go to 4th string, 7th fret, and back to 5th fret on the 3rd string. So and back to 4th string, 7th fret. So okay, and now we have this B7 here, or B7 over A, but now we'll do it here, because we need. Okay, this is just a scale, like if you want to improvise on B7, you do. You know, it's like the scale. But let's see what notes I'm doing there. So. And then just get to this B7 with the bass, and I start it. The bass with, I do B7 without the pinky here, okay? This shape of B, but without the pinky, and I hammer on the pinky back to the 4th string and 9th fret. So we start on the 7th fret on the 4th string, which is on the bow with the bass, and hammer on it. Back. 3, 2, 1. And I take this index finger that was on the 5th string and take it here to the 1st string, 8th fret, and I'm still on the bar here, right? So. Okay. With this, I took it from here to here, so. Back to 7th fret on the bar, on the 1st string, pinky on the 10th fret, 2nd string, back to 1st string, 7th fret, back to 10th fret, 2nd string. I do it. I need to do it again because I don't remember how to do it. And after this 10th fret, I take this finger that was a middle finger that was on the 3rd string till now. She's go down to the 2nd string, 8th fret. So, sorry. You see, I just when I took this finger here, I just I left the chord. I just think about the bass here and the bar, and I just try to get to the notes I need. I don't try to keep the chord, okay? So now I leave the chord. I leave on the 3rd string because I want this. I don't want to hear this. So I still leave this finger, the middle finger here. But when I'll take it down to the 2nd string, I will lose the chord entirely. So now. Now I lose the chord entirely because I took this here from the 2nd string. So, okay, I just take this middle finger to 8th fret, 2nd string, pull off to 7th on the bar, 7th fret on the 2nd string, 3rd string, 9th fret with the ring finger. Let's see. Yeah, okay. 9th fret we said, to 8th fret again with the middle finger. And the pinky will go to the 4th string's 10th fret, back to 9th fret, open back to the bar which is on the 7th fret, 4th string also. down, we have to go to E minor, but we do it here. So, and I just do E minor bass with this note, which is the last note of this riff, which is the 10th fret on the 5th string. So, yeah, just these two notes, 6 open and 10th fret 5th string. Let's see how I do it. And well, if you can do the bass also, I'll do this. If you can find a place to do it. And now it's a little bar here. Never mind how much, because I just do bar on the 9th fret and do 4th string, 1st string, and I leave the bar. And I do the 7th fret on the 2nd string, 8th fret on the 2nd string with the middle finger, back to the index finger 7th fret, and 9th fret on the 3rd string. So this is pull off from 8 to 7 and to the 9th fret, 3rd string. So all this part is sound. Diminished here, E diminished. Now in my video, I'm doing something, it's not really correct. I found a better way. So on my video I told you that if you go 3 steps up, it's the same chord, right? So we start here, and we go 3 steps up to 5th fret, 4th string, 6th fret, 1st string, 5th fret, 2nd string, 6th fret, 1st string. So, and I remove the pinky, so it's open E string now, and go back to this shape, but I hit the 2nd string, like something like 2, 3, 2, 3. This is what I do there, and I try to hit the bass of this chord, like a 2nd string, 4th, 2nd fret, 4th string. But what I'm suggesting to do is what Mark Knopfler do this, and it's better. If I'm gonna play it again, I'm gonna do this way. It's which is the scale, like we start here, like we did here, but and go to with the middle finger to the 5th fret on the 1st string, 3rd fret, open E string, index finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, middle finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, open G string, and 4th string, 2nd fret. So, which is really nice. And you can do this with pull off if you want. You see, I just like it. And okay. Pull off and 4th string. This is what Mark I do, I think. Better than the first time, what I did in my video anyway. Take 1st string open and get to this position of the F sharp minor 7B5 over A. It's funny, it's such a long name. Okay, so we start here and go back. Open E string and this, I take it with the thumb here. Everything 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I replace the finger. Instead that the bar will be on the ring finger, I go to the index finger. So, and second time I have to do this. So, this and bass 3-2-1 here on the 5th string, bar here. Pinky on the 7th fret, 1st string. Slide it to the 8th fret, back to the 7th fret, 5 on the bar, 2, 3, so. And B7. 5, 4, 3, 4. So I do sweep 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, sweep, and again this thing. Do you remember on the 2nd string, 1st fret? Open G string and E minor with 6 and 4th string, and in the ring finger we slide 4th string, 4th fret to the 5th string, to the 5th fret, sorry, back to the 4th, and the index finger go to 4th string, 2nd fret, opened 4th string, and back to the second fret on the 4th string, which is already the E minor now. So slide the ring finger from 4th to 5th, like a down, down, back to 4th fret, 2nd fret on the 4th string, and on the 2nd fret we do this diminished. We build this because we're getting into the end of this part, so sorry. Scarred for life. Do this 1st string and 2nd string together, like a scarred for life. And 2 and 1 together and open E string. I just remove the pinky. So scarred for life. Bram, bam. 2, 3. And get to this F sharp minor B5 over A. So, scarred for life. Not the public imprint. 4, 3, 2 together. 3. It's like sweep 2, 3, 4. Sweep 2, 3, 4. So, 3, 2 together. Let's see it again. Scarred for life. And 4, 2, 3 together. 3 and sweep 2, 3, 4. Sweep 2, 3, 4. B7 private, and you can do this. Something weird happened there on the song, so I do just hitting the notes wherever you want. It's a mess there, so you can do also nothing. Just say private. Maybe do investigations. And now we get into the 2nd part. So it ended with E minor and some tension. I don't know the chord, but it's the pinky on the 2nd string, 4th fret. So and 6, 5. It's 5, 5th string, 2nd fret. 4 open, 2, 3 open, and 2nd string, 2nd fret, and E open, like a. I don't even touch the 5th string, maybe 6, 3, 2. You can do the this. What I like to do. And then, so. Scarred for life. Not the public inquiry. Dun, 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 dun. start the second part, which will be in the next video. But actually, I did it before this one, because it was the easy part. I needed to get inside, because the first one is harder and longer. And that's it. Hope everything is clear. If there are questions, I'm here. And see you in the second part of the song. Bye for now.